Oh, and we're back. And I'm back.
And
How's
I'm
it
here as
going,
well.
guys?
It was good. We kind of had to figure out what to say since usually you're the one actually saying a lot of things. But
I don't think we did that bad.
I don't know. Let's ask the viewers. How did we do last match on commentating?
Say what?
Oh, I mean last match.
Man, I was stressed. I was lagging. My stomach is flipped, and I don't know how it was, but it was tedious. And Noodler is a good flyer, and he's got a good future ahead of him if he continues practicing. And we'll hope to see more of him here in the tournament. I'm just still shook from that fight. Every time I fly in an official match, I get a little bit excited, and I don't know. It was just, it was crazy, man.
Well, you still win the fight anyway, so it doesn't.
Yeah, dude. Well, it's not for
Noodle-
granted, you know.
Yeah. Well, of course, Noodler gave a good fight there. He kept up for a bit. Anyway, I mean, he
Yeah.
must be nervous fighting against Clear Darks.
Yeah. Well, the mental wall is part of the dogfight. You know, there's a lot of mental warfare when it comes to dogfighting and knowing your opponent or not knowing your opponent. It's just a matter of sometimes it's luck. Sometimes it's if you get too nervous, you are committing too many mistakes, and you never know what might happen. I mean, you know, he might be stressed, but I have a lot to prove as well. And
Yeah, it works both ways. I mean, you have a lot of pressure coming from everyone because everyone expects you to be, you know.
King Cleardark.
yeah, fuck that. But yeah, let's move on to the next match. Our next match is gonna be Herlock Jay
Versus
from Korea versus Ethn1ckX, the
My mirror.
magician. Yeah. Ah, what a
we
match, man!
we should do a match between me and Ethnics for as an exhibition. You would see how crazy it would be.
No. It will get there eventually. You'll probably meet him in the you know, maybe the winners bracket, maybe the losers bracket. You never know.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't
But
know.
you definitely get to meet him, and if I don't want to broadcast that fight because you need a full-size bed and a bunch of fucking snacks because it's gonna be a long night. And yeah, I think let's again. It seems to be having some problems with the anti-cheat client for Asian versions of the game. Apparently, the process detection does not work as planned, and I'm gonna have to go back and test that. However, like what happened here with Air Navy SEALs previously, I did take a check on Herlock, and he seems to be clean. It seems to be kosher here, and we're not gonna address this because there's absolutely nothing we can do at this moment. And stop laughing because I said kosher, you fuck.
Okay, no comment from me.
I didn't say anything.
Well, yeah, but I will continue I'll work with the Asian pilots to actually rectify this problem for the future updates of the anti-cheat client, and we're gonna roll on with this fight as it stands now.
Yeah, all right.
Talking to the pilots right now, making sure that they're ready, and let's set it off on. Man, let's introduce the pilots. I'm still shook from that fight, so you take it ahead. I'm gonna
All right. Well,
have something to
Ethnics, Switchmaster #1. Well, I kind of try to keep up with him, but yeah. He's very unpredictable. His switches are very, very fast. I fight him a lot. I practice with him a lot. Our fights always last for like 30 minutes, and we go all around the map. Um, what else can I say? Well, he spots very quickly. He has this. His defense is well, you just can't follow him. Sometimes you have a really hard time following. That's all. That's about Ethn1ckX. I think there's not much to say about except about the switching thing. He's very. He has a quite good aim for a keyboard player as well. All right, and about the Korean pilot, Herlock J. I'm not sure what to say about this Korean pilot. I don't know much about him. I'm sure that if he's here, I'm sure that he's a very good pilot. One thing I know about Korea is what the K-pop bands. I know the songs that goes like sorry, nigga.
Don't say that word on live. Yeah.
No, it wasn't the N word. It's something like it's nika.
It was the N word.
No,
it doesn't matter. You're a racist fuck.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I'm just talking shit. Yeah. One thing about Herlock J is the reason we picked him to replace the spot of he replaced someone who dropped right before the start of the tournament. I could not remember. Tommy Zucker. Yeah, Tommy Zucker got dropped, and we replaced him with Herlock. Herlock was not part of the voting process, but we got so many people asking us, or at least me, asking me, where is Herlock? Why has he not been on the list? Why has he not been considered to fly in the tournament? And after a short examination of his past record, it seemed that he does deserve a spot, and apparently he wasn't on the voting list due to some language barriers, and sometimes it gets very hard to communicate with those pilots. But I'll tell you this right now, the Korean pilots are one of the finest examples of how pilots in this community should conduct themselves. They are very respectful, very awful, well, in the sense of not awful as in bad, but they fear you in a way because of what you accomplished. And if you're better than them, they look at you in just like amazed. They do give a lot of respect, and they're very polite all the time. You never catch them talking shit or saying bad words. And I just love dogfighting them and talking to them when I can understand, and have them on this tournament as part of this worldwide thing. And I hope we're gonna see a beautiful fight, and I'm sure we're gonna see beautiful fights.
I'm sure we will, yeah.
And let's get this show on the road, because we're starting to dip in the late section here.
10 minutes behind. Come on.
Yep. So we're gonna get this rolling. Herlock J from South Korea versus Ethn1ckX from Portugal. We're gonna go row number 1, and the pilots are converging, and we're gonna see a start here any second.
And here they go.
And here they go. They're getting. Oh, Ethn1ckX is making a rerun here, and Herlock is also making a rerun.
Uh-oh.
And it
So
looks
we
like
got some
they're
snafu
both.
shit going here.
Yeah, snafu. Where did you pull that shit from?
Situation normal, all fucked up. Say that acronym.
And
Alright,
here we go. Here we go. Round number 1. Ooh, and horizontal start by Herlock, and Ethn1ckX go vertical. And Herlock sees it, but shots by Ethn1ckX into Herlock on the start immediately, man. That was not much time spent here. But Ethn1ckX makes a bad switch. And it looks like Herlock
No,
was
that
not
was a
seeing.
good switch. That paid off for him. He's right under him right now.
Yeah,
Ethn1ckX has the advantage.
I thought Herlock is going to see that, but I don't think. Yeah, it looks like Ethn1ckX is behind Herlock at the moment. And here goes the scissors. Herlock scissoring with ECM on. Ethn1ckX tries to follow. I don't know how Ethn1ckX scissors are. I have not, I know he's a switcher, but not really sure about his scissors. But look at that. Look at that turn by Ethn1ckX, closing the angles. But Herlock, look at that speed, man. He's catching up so quick with the angles. He's cutting. Oh, what was that? That was a roll here by Herlock. I don't think Ethn1ckX saw that, and he's following the smoke. That was a mistake by Ethn1ckX. Ethn1ckX goes and switches to the bottom now. Herlock does not see that as well. Whoa, man. They are completely oblivious to each other's moves. And one of them is going to catch up. And here goes.
That's a slight advantage right now.
Yeah, Ethn1ckX catches up on Herlock right behind him. And Herlock makes a
switch
switch.
by Herlock.
Yeah,
and Ethn1ckX follows and puts some shots into him. Herlock is smoking.
Yeah, dude. That is a lot of smoke coming out of Herlock. What a great switch by Ethn1ckX and a bad switch by Herlock results in a very firm position for Ethn1ckX here. And Ethn1ckX is sitting tight on Herlock, and we know that once Ethn1ckX is sitting on you, he's gonna switch because he has no patience. But this is an official match. Things are different. This is not a practice match. You cannot.
I think he's gonna follow him until the end here.
Yeah, it looks
like
like.
Ethn1ckX wants to commit to this.
Yep.
Unless maybe Herlock should try some scissors because I've never actually tried scissoring Ethn1ckX before.
Herlock is continuing to maintain separation from Ethn1ckX. Does not give him a shot opportunity. It just shows you how good how good Herlock's speed is against Ethn1ckX. And I wish we had the telemetry data to actually see this. But more shots coming out of Ethn1ckX here. I don't think they hit. It didn't look like more shots. I think those are spray shots, not fake shots. They do not even.
Those are bluffs. Yep.
Yeah, bluff.
Horizontal switch.
Right, that bluff shot works. The bluffing shot worked. It made Herlock commit to a move, and he made a switch to the right. Ethn1ckX saw that, but still, the speed of Herlock does not give Ethn1ckX an angle. And here, more bluff shots. Yeah, more bluff shots. It doesn't look.
No smoke. No smoke. Yeah.
It doesn't even look like he have the angles here to put the pressure. But Ethn1ckX is behind Herlock and puts as much as he can. From this point, it doesn't look like Ethn1ck's speed can match Herlock's, and slowly, it looks like Herlock is catching up. But shots by Ethn1ck's, and I cannot tell you if those are bluffs or not. I do not know. It didn't seem to hit again.
Those were bluffs.
It seems like it. And if that continues, man, that guy should play poker.
Ethn1ckX needs to change it up right now. He can't. I mean, he's gonna start getting impatient right now, trying to follow it.
Hold on, we'll see. More shots. Ethn1ckX gaining angle really quickly here. ECM from Herlock. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Yep, Herlock is maintaining a beautiful speed, making vertical loops, not changing it up too much, making a bit of mixing it with a bit of. It looks like a left rudder.
He's got right rudder on right now.
He's right rudder on. I cannot see where his nose is facing. And the
Ethn1ckX switches, gets an angle on him, gets some shots. No smoke.
No. But here another shot opportunity by Ethn1ckX. He does not take it.
Ooh.
And it's switched by Herlock. What a beautiful switch by Herlock.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful. And more shots by Ethn1ckX into Herlock. Herlock smoking now, but look at that turn right into it.
Ethn1ckX has an angle.
The shot. He prevented the shot with that turn. He turned right into him, and the switch by Herlock. Ethn1ckX sees that, and this is going to be the end of Herlock here. Oh man!
Not quite.
Not quite, but Herlock is in a deep shit, and Herlock needs to do something good. Those switches are not really timed well. He needs to time it better, and
you don't want to get into a switching battle with Ethn1ckX.
Yes, and it looks like Ethn1ckX is not flying his orthodox way. He is actually flying in a chase, and actually commits to the whole follow and stick to the tail, try to get angles, try to cut. And it's not typical for Ethn1ckX, and I think Ethn1ckX needs to fly like Ethn1ckX to be Ethn1ckX.
I think you are 100% right on that one.
Thank you, sir. And Herlock continues with his sharp turns, still no shots.
There
And here,
we go.
Ethn1ckX, here's the commentary, I think, and Herlock does not
There's
see
Ethn1ckX.
Here's
Kill, disable, there we go.
Exactly. This is exactly what Ethn1ckX needs to do. Ethn1ckX needs to switch and abuse the dead zones in the visual aspect of the dogfight. Take the blind spots, abuse them to the max, and that was a beautiful horizontal left switch by Ethn1ckX. Herlock did not see it. Ethn1ckX climbed up, mounted, and killed Herlock.
It almost seemed like Ethn1ckX was biding his time a little bit. Learning how Herlock moves. And I think that's part of the reason why he was chasing for so long.
It might be, it might not be. I really don't know what those pilots are going through at the moment, but Ethn1ckX is... everyone knows that Ethn1ckX speed is not the greatest in the business, but nonetheless, his switches are gonna fuck you left and right, man. Left and right, and we just saw... Sorry about that. We just saw that, and Herlock told me earlier in the private chat that he's so nervous because of this fight, and I don't blame him. This is the first time he's going live on the stream. Dylan, stop landing those choppers in your backyard. And here we go, round number 2. Ethn1ckX versus Herlock, and we see another horizontal start by Herlock in the same start. Same start, vertical start by Ethn1ckX.
And shots.
Herlock and shots, indeed. And Herlock suffers those hits, but no significant damage, no smoke coming out, and Herlock cuts beautifully into Ethn1ck's turns. Look at that, and it looks like Herlock will get the position here in a few loops.
Look at that. Ethn1ck seems to be gaining right now.
Yep, Ethn1ck's makes nice left rudder turns, very steep, and nah, you're right, man. He actually gained.
Well, he's gaining right now, yeah.
Yeah, he switched on that last loop, and then he gained.
He's almost in a shooting position right now.
We're still about. Oh, and a switch
from Herlock.
And Ethn1ck does not seize it too late. It follows the smoke instead of following Herlock. I cannot see someone is blocking me.
Switch by Ethn1ck. Here we go.
Herlock sees it and responds too late. And Herlock counters the move by going up directly into Ethn1ck's nose. And that worked beautifully. But Ethn1ck, look at those cuts, man. Look at those Ethn1ck's cutting, man. This is something I have not seen. And Herlock is flying tight, man. He's flying very tight, preventing all the shots from Ethn1ck.
Technical difficulties by Nightwing here, pulling off the tower.
Okay, I can see the fight from below.
Even better perspective, you can correct us if we're wrong in one of our assumptions.
Yeah. Oh, and it's from Herlock.
And Ethn1ck's sees it.
Follows right away. We're gonna see the Sable soon here.
Herlock goes back into some vertical loops to try and gain some distance on Ethn1ck.
Herlock is in deep shit right now, I can tell you that. They're very close to the antenna. Maybe he's gonna try an antenna move or something.
And more shots by Ethn1ck Herlock.
Yeah, Herlock's right now just looping, trying to keep up speed, pulling away from Ethn1ck slowly, but Ethn1ck keeps shooting, bluffing, I'm not sure.
I don't think Ethn1ck is bluffing here.
Yeah.
Not this time, those shots seems to be...
Ethn1ck goes inside the antenna, cutting Herlock a little bit, gaining some angles actually.
But Herlock cancels that out. Look at those cuts, man. Herlock is cutting directly into Ethn1ck's path, and while Ethn1ck maintains some sort of a horizontal flare to his turn, Herlock is countering them with diagonals that counter both of the directions, both horizontal and vertical. And we're used to see Cake Ninja do those defensive moves. They are pretty brilliant, those 45-degree turns, diagonals. And Herlock
tries a cut here.
Yep, but Herlock not maintains, but he's actually gaining separation here from Ethn1ck's. Yeah. I don't think Ethn1ck's is seeing him all the time now.
Ethn1ck's is cutting a little bit. He's gaining right now.
Yep, and the switch it was some sort of a weird roll to the right by Herlock after.
It was like a half scissors.
Yeah, after he pointed his nose down to the ground, and still Ethn1ck's is on him, following. They're now using the antenna as a weapon here to try and throw each other off. I cannot see who is on who.
Ethn1ck's lost a little bit of angle from the antenna move there.
And a switch by Herlock to the right. Horizontal goes down. That's a bad mistake by Herlock, but Ethn1ck does not see it in time. What is Ethn1ck going to do? Ethn1ck is going up.
Ethn1ck saw it. He just couldn't respond to it. He was in a bad position. They were going head on for a second there.
You're right. You might be right. That was, it's usually lack of visual.
From Ethn1ck's now.
It's exactly what happened. Good catch, Dylan. And Ethn1ck's is putting a lot of pressure on Herlock, and Herlock must be frustrated by this point. He does not see Ethn1ck's at all, and they've been fighting for about 10-15 minutes now. And Ethn1ck's puts a lot lot of pressure into Herlock, a lot of
switch from Ethn1ck's going horizontal. Herlock sees it.
Herlock sees it and counters, and they are evening out, going head to head. And Ethn1ck's needs to make more switches here, but oh, look at those cuts! And Herlock makes a switch. I don't know if Ethn1ck's gonna see. Ethn1ck's gonna see it, and makes his own ECM move. Nice. Ethn1ck's is flying like a boss here.
Yeah. Shots from Ethn1ck's.
Yeah, shots from Ethn1ck's, and Herlock continues with his turns. But still, look at Herlock and another switch.
He sees it too late.
But and look at the smoke coming out of Herlock. Those shots were hitting. And I see someone firing from the right side here. I don't know who that was, but don't confuse me like that. Because when I see turns, I say shots. It doesn't matter if it's in the game or not. And Herlock, man, continues flying defensively. Not too much switches, not too many switches, not too much defensive, creative defensive play here. But it works because Ethn1ck's cannot keep up. And here's the switch from Herlock. Goes up, rolls right down, and Ethn1ck's follows him like a boss. Tries to cut from the horizontal.
Yeah, I'm looking at Herlock fight here. It feels like I'm looking at Cake Ninja, to be honest, right now. It's quite similar for
Yeah,
defensive move.
they're flying. Yeah, the defensive move is almost the same. The diagonals are good because they, like I explained earlier, they cover both of the planes of motion. They cover the horizontal plane and the vertical plane. So
yeah,
if you
and then
go ahead.
you can counter easily from there after that if the enemy makes a move.
Shots coming by Ethn1ckX. Put some more pressure. Herlock just managed to repair his plane, and more shots. And Ethn1ckX put some pressure at the right time. Herlock must be pissed, man. He does not see Ethn1ckX. He hasn't seen him for more than a couple of times from those head-on passes. ECM is popping here like crazy, and neither pilots can get a very, very clear advantage. Of course, Ethn1ckX is chasing, but he's lacking the punching power to put the seal on it and call it a night. And that might cost him later on when Herlock figures him out and figures out his starts and what Ethn1ckX is doing. And it looks like, again, Ethn1ckX needs to continue switching. He will never catch Herlock like this. He doesn't have a chance from...
There we go. There's the switch from
Ethn1ckX. There's a switch.
And he hits a tree.
A tree.
And Herlock is getting a lucky break, and Herlock sees that. Oh, and Herlock needs to capitalize on that. This is not going to happen. And Herlock is
smoking right now.
Putting some pressure. Yeah, now we're going to see Ethn1ckX defensive moves, and when Ethn1ckX goes defensive, we are going crazy. Because those switches are just all over the place. Herlock does not see a beautiful switch to that.
There's an Ethn1ckX defense right there.
Switch it after 30 seconds. What the hell?
Yeah. Ethn1ckX defensive is one of the best in the business. You have to fly him a lot to know what he does and to understand how he works. And if you don't, and if you fight him for the first time, you are going to be caught off guard without much chance to respond. And Ethn1ckX, I don't know what he's doing, but Herlock, look at that, the speed on Herlock is so great.
Yeah, he can't catch up with a normal chase.
It's interesting to see these two very different styles of flying.
Yep, and it just
shows...
One
dependent on speed, the other dependent
on maneuvers.
There we go,
switch, horizontal switch from Ethn1ckX. He gains angles from there. Shot's gonna come out anytime here.
Seems
Apparently
like...
not. What the hell?
Yeah,
that looks like a little bit of a speed fail from Ethn1ckX right there.
Yep, and those shots were bluff shots because they had no angles whatsoever. But now Ethn1ckX seems to be, recovering the lost angles that he had before that little...
Look at that cut, man. Look at that cut. He's cutting horizontal
switch by Ethn1ckX. It's going to bring him right behind him. There it is.
Right behind.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's heavily smoking. Herlock's heavily smoking, and he crashed.
Wow.
Wow.
So what happened there? Ethn1ckX shot him, made him panic, and he did a panic switch right into the ground.
Yeah. Well, that was a great switch by Ethn1ckX, nevertheless. There was nothing you can do, I think. Even if he didn't crash that thing that time, I think it was going to be a kill that time, to be honest.
Well, I mean, why, my God. That was a beautiful hook made by Ethn1ckX. He was behind, made a switch, and this is exactly how you get into the offensive part of it. If you cannot catch your opponent with his speed, switch on him. He will most likely... Once you put your opponent into a circling routine, you can switch all you want, and the chances they're going to catch you is really slim because they are very sure that you're just going to continue, chasing them and not make any...
I think he's very methodical with that.
Yeah. Usually when you see Ethn1ckX fights in practice matches, he switches much more than that, and Herlock makes another turn. He sees it this time, goes after Ethn1ckX on the vertical, and actually put some shots, and Ethn1ckX is smoking bad, but here's the switch by Ethn1ckX. ECM with it. Herlock seems to be getting the hang of it. Look at that speed. Herlock goes in the distance. Ethn1ckX makes a low side Herlock's turn, and goes in the distance so nicely, but Herlock responds with his own cut, makes a switch to the left, to the right. Was it left? It was right the first time. And someone is railing him. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but
I missed the antenna. I'm stupid.
Ethn1ckX again with a great position behind Herlock, and Ethn1ckX is one pilot that... and a switch by Herlock. Herlock goes down, Ethn1ckX follows right through, and it seems to be pretty consistent. Those switches to the right and then going down, and if you do that a lot of times, people or other enemy pilots who are going to fly against you are going to watch those videos now or later in the VODs or whenever they catch the show. They will learn you, and you will have no chance but to change it around. Um, Seems like Herlock is evening out the odds here, but Ethn1ckX makes a horizontal cut. What a beautiful cut! Herlock continues to go down, goes up, maintains his vertical loops, his diagonals, and right now they're spiced with a bit of right rudder, and Ethn1ckX is following him pretty good, man. I don't remember seeing Ethn1ckX
switch from her. Never mind.
No switch yet.
Yeah, I thought I saw one. Sorry.
Ethn1ckX is flying almost parallel to Herlock's flight path, and trying to cut him and actually predict where he's gonna go next to cut more angles. But it doesn't seem to work because Herlock's speed is at the moment much better than Ethn1ckX. As you can tell, there's no clear advantage for Ethn1ckX, even when he's behind. Here goes the switch, and Herlock needs to do something, and he actually sees that, makes his own turn, but that was bad, and Ethn1ckX resumes to his last position right behind him, still without angles for a shot. Oh man, Herlock is very consistent with his moves.
Oh, bad
switch from Herlock.
And Ethn1ckX sees that but doesn't know how to respond to that, and I wouldn't have known how to respond to that either, man. Where would you go?
I thought he was gonna go right behind him. Speed fail.